Hey everybody, welcome to our virtual learning experience. We're going to give everybody just a few minutes to get into the room. I know a lot of you, this is your first time on Run the World, so we'll give you guys just a few moments. Just a couple of notes. Number one, I just want to let you know that you are not on camera, so you don't need to worry about that if you're trying to turn your camera on. All of you are in webinar mode. So we can see your little profile photo if you added one. And of course, we cannot hear you. So just know that to begin with, this is going to be webinar style for now. But during the Q&A part, we will enable the fact that you can actually grab the mic and come to the stage and introduce yourself and ask a question directly to our presenters. So just give us a few moments to let everybody get in the room, and we will get this show on the road. We are so excited today. By the way, there is a chat on the far right. If anybody has, Colleen wrote, Happy Friday. So if anybody has anything they'd like to say, how about we put in the chat where we are all watching from? That will be fun. Why don't everybody just chime in, find the comment section at the top. It's called comments, and go ahead and put something where you are watching from. All right, Colleen is in Clarksburg, Maryland. And for those of you that don't know, I'm actually in Baltimore, Maryland. So, hey, Colleen, we're neighbors. Also, to let you know that our speakers love love. Okay, so down below is emojis that you can give them hand claps and you can give them some funny faces and just have a great time. We're all about the fun method of networking here at MBX. So we hope that you will enjoy your time with us. Give everybody just about 2 more minutes to get on, and we will get started. This is being recorded, just so you know. So if you miss any of it, you can catch the replay later. And we are also live streaming this on many social media platforms. So somewhere out there, if you come to stage, you might be famous. So hello from Vegas. Yay. Yes, Tonya's in the house. Denise, oh, so happy to see you. Haven't seen you in a while. Fantastic. Patty, haven't seen you in a while. I'm so happy. Oh, you're in my neighborhood. You're in Baltimore County. Fantastic. Wonderful, wonderful. Oh my gosh. Yes, it's so good to see so many MBX members on here live today. And so many of you that are watching this. We are excited. If you leave any comments in the platforms, not live here with us, we will get to those questions later. Denise, you're very welcome. We're so excited to share this exciting news with you guys today. So fantastic. All right. Well, what I'm going to do is go ahead and bring myself to the stage. How's that? So we are about to get started. Again, we absolutely love engagement at MBX. And for those of you that don't know who I am, that are watching from anywhere in the world, it could be morning, afternoon, or evening, we're so glad that you decided to join us today. I have the pleasure of doing these virtual learning experiences where I bring in outside experts to talk to our community. And again, for those of you that don't know me, I am the founder and the chief networking officer for MBX, which stands for Making Business Connections. And although we started in Maryland, that's why there's a lot of Marylanders on, we also now have many virtual events, and we have in-person events in Maryland and Texas and Virginia. The reason I'm pausing is I'm getting a network unstable on my end, which is so strange because I am on the fastest internet there is on an Ethernet cable. So I should be loud and clear. Can everybody see and hear me okay? Go ahead and put that in the chat if I'm good. It always scares me when it says that I'm having issues. Thank you, Colleen. All right. Probably just because there's a lot of stuff going on here. So again, we have manifested into an in-person networking event as well as virtual events that we have folks from all over the globe that are part of our virtual community. So today you're coming to us through the virtual learning experience, which we do once a month. And we do this to bring value to the community. So let me get on to what we're talking about here today. So it's so exciting because I'm sure a lot of you are on here because you're like, wow, social media. Social media is what? Overwhelming, right? And it's so amazing that there's always new platforms popping and everybody wants to be on all of them. And as a leader, I have so many people that I need to take care of as a leader, right? And I find it hard sometimes on social media to do that, right? I miss messages. And more importantly, I'm trying to pop into all these different groups that I have to serve my community. So with that, there's always new innovation. There's always new technology. And I am really excited. Let me bring up my notes, though, because I've got some great folks that are joining us today. So they're going to come to the stage in just a moment, and I'm going to be in the background. But let's talk about today. I have two of the most amazing leaders, and I am so excited that I personally got to know them. And you know what's neat about virtual networking is I probably would have never met them if I didn't switch to virtual or hybrid networking, right? That is absolutely amazing. So today we have Johnny J.R. Reed. He is the former U.S. Marine. So thank you for your service, first of all. My son is in the Air National Guard, and right now he is deployed overseas. So thank you so much for that. He also has created 40 offices for the American Fair Credit Association. He's created 200 locations and was the COO for Wireless Choice. He has over 30 years in direct sales. And 20 of those 25 years, he was the number one distributor. He's the co-founder and COO of Be Connected. He's an international speaker and trainer with over 50 trips around the world. And honestly, JR, I want to be you when I grow up. That's exactly what I want to do. And we also have coming to the stage Tonya Hofmann, and she is the CEO and co-founder of Be Connected. She's founder and former CEO of the Public Speakers Association. She has owned and sold multiple businesses and owned and sold multiple business networking organizations. Wow. She's the author of 8 books. She's on the cover of 5 magazines. Tonya, you're going to have to tell us what those magazines are. That's super incredible. And she is an internationally renowned speaker and trainer. She's winner of multiple yearly awards by national and international organizations like eWoman, WEF, EBC, Austin Business Journal, and so much more. And again, I am so excited to bring to the stage JR and Tonya Hofmann. Please turn your mics and camera on. Yay, you made it.
Yay. It's always great when tech works.
Exactly. Well, thank you guys so much for joining us live here on Run the World today to introduce and share and just talk to the community about your experiences and what you're doing with social media.
Absolutely. And for one, we always love supporting people as amazing as you, Blaney. So, kudos to you for creating such an amazing community yourself.
Thank you. It's been an exciting journey, definitely, like anything else, ups and downs and challenges, right? Going from an in-person, very localized networking group to now having a global presence. It's been quite a journey so far, and there's way more to go.
Love it. Well, I am excited to get right into what we're talking about today because, it's one of those things when JR and I sat down together many years now, so 2.5 years ago. It was one of those things of how can we help businesses not only thrive, but grow, especially in social media.
Absolutely. I say good morning, good afternoon, good evening to those who are listening to us here today. We're thrilled to be working with Blaney Teal. Amazing personality. Obviously, if you're in her group or organization, you know what amazing trainer, coach, motivator that she is. And here at Be Connected, that's our goal now after 2.5 years of development, beta, being in 114 countries. Now we're looking for the leaders. We're looking to help people make their businesses grow, right? And of course, a lot of people like to say that, but we have a nucleus that we created out of Tonya's visions. Basically, I think, Tonya, you'd agree, because you obviously came up with it. You saw the need when you were the founder and the CEO of the Public Speakers Association. Incredibly talented people. Unfortunately, the world would not know who they are. Most of the people wouldn't know who they were. And so you were constantly connecting people manually, putting client A with client B. And when you did that, their business typically exploded. And that was the concept of Be Connected. But that was several years ago. And now we're kind of hyper accelerating just because we're attracting some of the people like the Blaney Teals of the world who see that they become more efficient. They bring more value. They connect with their people seamlessly, but at 100% efficiency versus maybe some of the other social media platforms that, unfortunately, because they're so big, they have to limit how many people that you can talk to.
Yeah, and we really wanted to take it beyond just, the connection factor and really give people exposure. And what we're here today to talk about is monetization, because that's one of the things that I saw speakers, coaches, business owners for so many years is they build a great little following, sometimes a big following, but yet they're still struggling financially. And that always pulled at my heartstrings.
Fantastic. Well, listen, we're going to do a little visual for you because obviously audio is a great way to communicate, but obviously the visual sometimes. Now, this is my first time using, this Run the World. So forgive an old baby boomer if I don't get everything the way I'm supposed to get it. And Tonya, got eyes and ears to make sure I'm doing this right.
I see it. Yay!
All right, so a lot of you, obviously, these are all household names, the top 5 social media companies in the world. And we say top 5 not because of politics or people's opinion, but by sheer numbers of followers, members, subscribers, whatever you call them. Obviously, LinkedIn has 800 million, and as you go around, everybody else has over 1 billion. And Tonya, when you shared with me the concept of Be Connected, I saw a big business model where we could grow a model and serve the business community in massive numbers. So the point of having this conversation with you here today is we're not here to compete against any one particular social media company or concept because they're all proven winners. What we wanted to do is up everyone's game and combine all 5 platform strategy into one apparatus for the business world. Exactly. Tonya, you want to add into that of what your focus, because you have always given a lot of direction and instructions to our IT department and working them to death about making the ultimate social media platform.
Yeah, every time I call them, they're like, okay, what are we doing now? And they brace themselves because I really wanted to take the best of all the platforms and put it into one. Why? Because who wants to run from one to another? And that's what I've been doing forever and creating a real disruption in the marketplace. And so when you look at all the different components that really people love, it's like, how do you bring it all in-house so that it simplifies people's businesses and they can get down to actually helping people? And so that's really what it's all about.
All right, so we're not going to tech you to death here today because we obviously are a technology company. I think that, Tonya, you'd agree the most important thing is we made it very user-friendly. Simple. Everything is only 1 or 2 clicks away from all that we do. So our look and feel works on any application as far as iPhone, Android, desktop version. We are currently in 114 countries, and most of that was in beta. And then, of course, the name Be Connected, that's kind of our marketing. We play off the Be concept. So we believe, if you believe, that we think that the most difficult thing for people in business many times, because of all the noise and the mass amount of people out there, there's over 4.5 billion people on social media, is to be found. And then, of course, once you're found, you're seen, and then after you're seen, you need to be heard. So this is all of the platforms coming together under one umbrella. The first thing we created was something called the connection generator. So once you fill out your profile, kind of works like eHarmony or Match.com, but we're not going to get you a love interest. We're going to get you a business connection. The software extracts all the key words that you use to fill out your profile, and all you got to do is press a button, and then we're going to bring up people that are going to fit your demographic, your target, who you'd want to be in business with, or who wants to be in business with you. And then in addition to that strategy, we double down and we bring in the TikTok strategy of then allowing our people to post up to 1-minute videos or information. If you're a free subscriber, it goes to your following. If you're like Blaney, who's an ambassador with the company, it goes out to our entire database, over 100. So she gets exposure not only to her group on a day-to-day basis, but she gets exposure to the rest of Be Connected globally. Then, Tonya, the second thing you had asked, and I think this is one of the most important things, and this is kind of the reason why we're doing this, is like Facebook has done a masterful job of getting people to form groups, right? They call it the Facebook group. And I'm sure many of you probably have your own group or anybody's group, because there's 1.8 billion of them on social media for Facebook. So we have the ability to groups for our leaders and our followers, and they can have more than one. The difference would be, because you can obviously chat and do the things that you need to do in a group, but we allow 100% communication back and forth. So if you have a group of 50 or you have a group of 5,000 or more, you can post. It goes to all 100% of the organization that you're conducting business with. And then the final element of I'm sorry, go ahead, Tonya.
Oh, I was just going to say real quick is that the biggest things is you don't have to worry about your group or even the connections that you make being bots, and then it's all controlled by you. So you can always eliminate anyone who's a bad actor. So we also keep it very clean, spam-free, troll-free, so that you can get down to business and with real people, which I think is what everyone's looking for nowadays.
And of course, the beauty of this is everything is just a click or two away to establish something, create something, communicate to somebody. Everything is very time sensitive, so it's very user friendly. And like when Blaney, when we were talking to her, she would love the fact that if she had just her groups under one platform, and then when she wanted to post or talk to them, that 100% of her organization and her people, her following, we call it the hive, her hive, would get all the information. So everybody's on the same page. And then, Tonya, the final component, of course, that you had us build was the Be Heard, which is like what we're doing now, is have live shows that are either live or recorded. And you can set that function to private or you can set it to public. And again, all of these things are available on one platform. So again, if you need leads, if you need to create new business, you have our connection generator. Even a free person, you just hit a button and our software goes out and find you the people that you want to do business with. You can post. Takes a minute to make a video. So maybe 2 minutes to monitor and use or work with Be Connected social media endeavors. So again, just a couple minutes a day, forming your groups and doing your live shows. So we just quickly here separate out how this works. Obviously, all social media is free to join, and it needs to be that way. But we we borrowed, if you will, LinkedIn's strategy, because remember, that is our target market. People say, well, who goes to Be Connected? Anyone that would go to LinkedIn would love Be Connected because it's the same demographic, except we just more offer toys or more technology to conduct more types of business. So there's free, and then there's an ambassador, and that's what Blaney is. And you can be an ambassador, but you can try it out for free for 14 days and use all this stuff. And we'll just talk real quickly here today When you're a free member, you get to use, like I said, our technology of the connection generator. You can obviously be on the show like this, a live show. You could join Blaney's group. All of this is free, so you can interact and learn and be educated. And you'll have your own website to set up your own profile. So people in our tribe in the 100+ countries can also find you if what you do is working for them in their business model. Now, the ambassador has 3 key components. First one is we kind of triple down on the connection generator, and it goes through a ton more filters to find you exactly who you're looking for, from career to target market to gender to age group to spoken language, all the things possible. If you're in the speaking business, there's a category for getting speaking gigs or being on summits or being on somebody's podcast or show. So that's the first of 3 things. The second thing is, as I had mentioned, the B feed. That's where you can post 1-minute videos, just like TikTok. If you're free, then it goes to your following. But if you're an ambassador, then your feed goes out to our entire community worldwide. So that's tens of thousands of people you're communicating with, soon to be millions, because of the growth that we're starting to experience. So it's a great way to build your brand. And then the third component, of course, is the live in the hive, similar to what we're doing right now with the touch of a button. Now, our backbone currently works with the platform of Zoom, so there's no learning curve to the moderator. The audience is going through Be Connected. But again, the functionality, the stability is one of the biggest, obviously, media platforms in the world. So you can do live shows, group channels, and replays. Now, we saved, Tonya, right, the best for last. And you kind of freaked out a little bit because I come from the direct selling industry and I understand the power of leverage because I've lived it with building teams all over the world. And it was a little different, you coming from the public speaking world, of how much money can be generated using the laws of leverage.
Yeah, and we loved that. We wanted to give back to so many,
Absolutely. So this is kind of where the disruption comes from. So the first thing we want to do is show you how to monetize your current tribe, your current hive, if you will, your current following. And that's sometimes people scratch their heads because typically on all the other social media platforms, you're obviously performing a service, hoping to gain their trust, their confidence to buy your product or service or education or whatever it is that your business does. We've just monetized the actual backbone of social media, just kind of like LinkedIn. There's LinkedIn Regular. It's free for everybody. There's 800 million people that have joined, but 39% of those 800 million people have chosen LinkedIn Premium. The only difference is they don't send out any checks. The second thing we want to do is help you grow your following, grow your brand. And then the third thing is we're going to talk real quickly about the referral system and Be Connected. Now, again, this is just an affiliate program. So obviously everybody comes for free. That is the goal. There's no high pressure. You just come, you follow your leader, you get to, be on the groups, you get to watch the shows, just like we're doing now. And then the people that really have a business and they want it to thrive, they want it to grow, when they upgrade, obviously they get all those things that we talked about. But then there's $7.50 per month per subscriber. So remember now, in social media, you all know this, right? Some people have 50 people in their following. Some people have 50,000. And there's several people out there that have millions. And again, the math remains the same. So it's $7.50 per subscriber of someone's following. Now, here's the beauty of this is when they upgrade, they obviously probably are going to grow their own following or have their own following. And then whatever they end up generating in revenue for themselves, the person that referred them or the person that put them into the system where they upgraded from gets 100% matching income. And that makes people scratch their head going, huh? So we'll use just a quick example. Let's just use a arbitrary number, nothing earth-shattering. Let's say 10,000 people in social media, and they build that following on Be Connected. And let's say they have a 10% conversion of free to ambassadors. Now, we're at 50% as a company, so I'm just going to stay at 10% to be conservative. So that's $7,500. Everybody gets that math pretty quickly, right? So that's $7,500 in monthly passive income from helping people grow their business where they can actually now become more aggressive, become more efficient, have their own groups, things that we talked about. Sometimes people fail to realize now, those 1,000 people become matches. So that's the potential to 1,000x your money in the platform. Now, it's only two-tiered, so we don't do multi-level marketing strategy. It's just the person with the following, the person who referred them. But because it is social media and people end up getting, like I said, 500 to 500,000 people in their groups and their following, it can become very lucrative. So remember, whatever money we're showing from the leaders aspect, there's a 100% match. Now, I don't like to sell money too much, but you have to address it. The goal here today is to show you a free platform that has a ton of value as far as connecting for new leads, staying 100% efficient with Blaney, if she's one of your mentors, one of your coaches, one of your leaders, right? So you can have conversations, live events, all those things make up Be Connected. Now we have one more thing, Tonya, and I know we're kind of getting a little late in the day here. So we have a lifetime membership offer, and that means if somebody wants to participate and then become a lifetime member, it's a one-time pay, but then they get a little piece of equity in the company. So we've taken 10% of all of our membership dues. Now it's only, in the tens of thousands now, but that's changing quickly because of the alliances we're making. What happens here is then you get to be a participant and split up a 10% equity pool. This is our way of crowdfunding where, Tonya, I think you want to talk on this end. You wanted to give back, right, to the lifetime members versus just going to get investors for that seed capital a lot of people use to build their businesses.
Yeah, we love that. It's about community. Always it's about community and giving back. And when we were talking about it, I'm like, it makes so much sense instead of just going after one person is to spread the love and have everyone enjoy being part of the company. It's a very rare opportunity in, any marketplace.
Yeah, so we want the people to know. Now, this is not the focus of today's meeting. We're just introducing this. The goal is to just come in for free so you can follow Blaney on Be Connected. She can communicate. But if those people who are kind of more business savvy, financial savvy, understand that with a lifetime membership, you automatically get a half a share of a maximum 1,000 shares allocated to this pool. So obviously somebody with a one full share who wants to buy more gets double the actual payment on a quarterly basis, because that's how we do this. Now let's just monetize it real quickly, and we don't wear people out with math lessons. We're going to be going through a pretty massive growth spurt just because of some of the new alliances we've formed in the last 30 days. Some people with many millions of people in social media are partnering with us. And so we're going to be growing rather quickly. And so let's say over the next 6 months, we see about 1 million new influx of people. Sounds like a big number, but it isn't in social media. That's a $500 million in revenue. That means 50 million went into the pool. And the people that get that 50 million are the new lifetime members that are part of the crowdfunding that we're doing right now. So again, this is available. We can put the forms wherever they go. I don't know this technology on Run the World. And then, of course, 1 million is really kind of like the benchmark. If you ever saw the social networking movie, it ended when Facebook was celebrating 1 million followers. Where are they now? 2.85 billion. So this is where we're at right now. Like 12,000 influencers, coaches, trainers are in the system. So we're not a startup, but we're not mature. And then over the next, 12 to 24 months, you're going to see a rapid growth. And what that means is our lifetime members are going to be able to see a 5X, a 50X, and even a 500X return on their lifetime membership. So again, at the end of our little spiel that we always do for people right now, the goal is to let people come for free, experience the software, participate in the hive with our community. If they see the benefit of the ambassador like Blaney is, remember, it's a 14-day free trial. So again, no harm, no foul. And then once you've kicked the tires and taken it for a small test drive, we can always then talk about the lifetime membership. Now, remember, there is only a total of 1,000 shares. When we started, we're about halfway. So I don't know how long 500 more shares will last, but I'm sure it'll be more than the next 24 hours. So I'm going to turn it back over, stop sharing it to Blaney. And I'd like to hear her comments.
Absolutely. Well done. Very, very well done. So I just want to say, you guys, I actually became an ambassador probably, I don't know, maybe a year or so ago. And I started playing with it. And like anything else, like you don't know when tech comes out, where it's going. And like they said, there's been a lot of beta testing. And I'll tell you, like you are at the sweet spot right now, guys, because you really haven't hit full momentum. And yet we have the opportunity to introduce this platform to so many more people. So I, of course, upgraded. I was paying the $49 a month for many, many, many months. And if you do the math and you're going to stick with this, it was silly not to upgrade to the lifetime. So of course I had to do that. And it's actually saving me money now, which is great. But more importantly, of course, all the benefits that are included, being able to fine tune who I'm looking for to match with and who I'm looking to connect with. And I have already reached out to some amazing folks that I want to come speak on our small business virtual extravaganza. And I'm so glad because I would have never been able to find them. I think the people that I am finding on Be Connected are serious about their business, right? They're there because they want to give value. They want to connect and seriously make connections that matter. And I think that's the difference. When you're on all those other platforms, I find there's just a variety of people on there that are hobbyists or hit or miss or part-timers who really aren't there to give 100% to their business. And that is where a lot of people go to LinkedIn. But now, like you said, LinkedIn's turning all bots. I get every day books from people, literally long books trying to sell me something when they don't even know me. And that's just a bot doing it. And so I love the fact that you said no bots. Like, I love the fact that everybody on there are actually real people engaging. There's so many exciting things going on. I want to share with you guys why I chose and why I'm moving my groups to Be Connected. So like they mentioned in the beginning, I'm going to share my screen really quick here. So they said in the beginning, you know, I'm already posting all over the place. And what I find out is I'm missing some of the messages. People are reaching out to me and I'm not seeing them. I go live and they're not even getting notified that I'm doing training live. So I have decided to do a bite-sized business tips segment on the Be Live platform. So I will be doing a show on there once a week. And you're not going to find this on any of my other social media sites. But I'm also going to be interviewing my MBX members and business owners and let them share their business tips. So if you want to get some credibility, you want to get some eyeballs on you, then you need to follow me over inside of the Be Connected networking group. And it's called the Fun Method of Networking. So I absolutely, it's already, I posted in the chat and I actually pinned to the top where it says sign up for free. So you can go and join my group. But to do that, you actually need to get a free Be Connected account. And if you already have one, then please still join my group. But there you're going to meet like-minded individuals. You're going to be able to promote your business. Like, we want to have you toot your own horn. We want to know how can we help you and give you value. So a lot of my focus is now going to be on attending to those members in that group versus just putting a lot of, what we say, throwing a lot of mud on the wall and hoping it sticks on social media, because that's what I feel like I do all day long, is just shooting stuff out there and hoping somebody sees it. This is, I don't care if we have 50, 100, 200 people. We want to all get to know each other and be engaged. So again, I'm going to throw up the QR code and that link on the screen. If you guys are not on your cell phones right now, go ahead and scan that, and that'll take you right to the Be Connected where you can get the group. Or I put the link in there and it's in the chat. Obviously, if you're watching this on social media somewhere, get out your phone and get to the Be Connected area. But here's the best part. I am so blessed that I have an incentive program that I work with that I'm pretty much going to give you guys all of your investment back, almost all of it anyway. I am going to give you a $500 hotel bonus card. Now, you're probably thinking, oh, that's a bait and switch. Oh, that's too good to be true. Well, I want to tell you, I've personally used these cards, and basically it is free money. So it is access to a portal that gets you below Expedia, below whatever Trivago. And then on top of that, after you find where you want to go, anytime, there's no expiration dates, there's no blackout dates, there's no minimum travel, there's nothing. It could be Cancun. Actually, I just booked one to Cancun yesterday. So it could be Cancun, it could be Myrtle Beach, it could be California. Doesn't matter. You go on. Literally, if you guys sign up today, I'll send you this certificate later tonight or tomorrow at the latest, depending how many of you guys do it. It'll come in your email. You redeem it, and you could literally be traveling tomorrow, like the next day. There's no catch whatsoever. None. You use the portal. You don't even have to spend all the 500 in one trip. You can go on 4 smaller trips. So again, I'm blessed to be able to work with an incentive partner to be able to give you that as a bonus for just checking out Be Connected. Like, who doesn't want that? Like, show me some love, guys. Is that not cool or what? Right? Exactly. Laura Lee's like, joined. All right. She gets $500 in bonus, a bonus money to go travel. And I'll tell you guys, it is, it's a no-brainer and it's no catch. Any questions at this point? I just wanted to share that with you guys. That's my feedback on it. And I will have another group for those of you that know the other side of Blaney Teal. I am going to be doing the Frugal Techie podcast as well, where we'll be talking about tools and tips, interviewing business owners that use tools and tech and processes and help you figure out what you need in your business. And that'll be a separate group on Be Connected. So you can do one or the other, but you don't get $1,000. It's only $500. So you can do one group or both groups, but you're only getting $500 in free cash. All right. So exactly. Do you have to sign up? No, you just need to get your free account, Denise. I will give you just for coming into my group. You just have to join my group even. That's all you got to do, which is free. And I will give you that card. You do not have to pay the $49. You do not have to do the $600. But once you get in there with the free version and you start realizing how many people are in there that you're going to want to connect with, you're going to want to do more. It's like LinkedIn. You know, they have their upgraded level and people upgrade to get drilled down access. You want to be able to drill it down. And I'll tell you, I mean, I paid way over $600 to Be Connected before they came out with that. So I was thrilled when they made that offer. I'm a huge fan of lifetime deals, one-time offers where you don't have to pay monthly, because Be Connected's not going anywhere. So get in now and not worry about price increases. Don't worry about having to pay $49 for the rest of your life. Like it's like LinkedIn. You're not gonna stop using it once you get hooked on it, right?
Well, I think the $500 bonus is like pennies compared to what they're going to get on your show, that they're going to get all those tips.
Absolutely. I mean, in both groups, we're going to share a ton of value. So we do have a question. So Laura Lee says, if you start with the half a share, can you upgrade to more shares if they're available?
Yes, you can.
It's like if you go into a restaurant and you order a cup of coffee, can you come back for lunch? as long as they're open.
Absolutely. Do you happen to have that link handy, Tonya, for the crowdfunding?
Sure.
You could drop that in the chat, and then you guys just obviously make sure you put my name in as how you heard about it, if that's how you heard about it. If you heard about it from somebody else first, that's okay. But I tell you, I look forward to networking with you inside of my groups there and really getting to know you guys in such a deeper connection, provide value, and introduce you to people that you would have never met if it wasn't for Be Connected. All right, thank you. So Tonya just dropped the link in the chat for the crowdfunding offer. So again, I will follow up with everybody and send you an email with all of these links as well. So if you're on here, if you're watching this live somewhere, you guys know how to find me, message me, PM me, whatever it is. I'll make sure you get all of the links for everything that you need. But all I can say is that we are so excited that there's another way to play out there in the social media world. I think you guys are brilliant. You're bringing something to the table that we need. And it seems like every time, like with the other social platforms, as soon as you figure out that algorithm, it changes again.
They're always playing games, and that's what's so frustrating. Exactly. And I've never gotten a check from Facebook or LinkedIn. So, that's one of the things we wanted to do right from the beginning is help people get monetized through social media.
Excellent. So Denise has a question. She says she's on the app registration and put your name in as referred, but it says no match found for me.
Go through the website. The apps have just been updated, and so there could be some glitches. So we literally finally got the approval from Apple. If you've ever tried to do an app.
All right. So Denise, wait till you get home. Wait till you get on a laptop. You guys are great. Fantastic. Laura Lee says, so is it $600 for the lifetime access, and then you add the money for crowdfunding?
It's all together. So $600 gets you half a share and lifetime membership. So it's both.
That's why it's a no-brainer. I mean, just think as they grow, your little piece, whether it's a half or you buy more, is going to just grow as this company grows. You're like anything else, it's a risk. But you know what? I would have paid $49. Wait a minute. I was paying $49 a month for over a year. So I was already spending that. So this is just an exciting way.
We had this incredible guy. He's going to be doing one of these webinars as well. And his children went to him and he's like, Dad, we missed out on Google, Microsoft, Facebook. Don't miss out on Be Connected. So he bought shares for himself and then for all of his kids. So, I love stories like that.
Oh, exactly.
And then as a parting thought here today, because a lot of people want to know. So remember, we went through the beta process. We have tens of thousands, people in the system, but we just had a verbal confirmation from a CEO of a very big marketing company. We'd already had multiple conversations. They've interacted with over 300 million people on social media. So they have like a groups of 6 million on Facebook. They've got over 250,000 people in TikTok. They do great work for feeding the needy. They work with the veterans. They have a big footprint, if you will, and they're partnering up with us. So again, we're not here to brag about Be Connected, but the more numbers we create, the bigger the community we have, the more people can connect seamlessly. Remember now, this is not where you wade through resumes or information. You hit buttons, you let artificial intelligence and algorithms find you the exact matches, then you control the flow of information through your groups, and then you control the content in which you want to inspire or educate your following, all on one platform, why we want to pay you from our satisfied customers that upgrade. So currently, much smaller sample size than LinkedIn, we have a 50% conversion. That's why it's important to just get people to come in for free and experience, right, Be Connected, and then let them make the decision on their own. And half the time, they want to be all in and be committed. So, Blaney, we want to say thanks for allowing us to come on your show here today. We're really excited you're here and been with us for a while. And if there's anything we can do to support you and your group, I'm not going to speak for Tonya because she's here. I'm more than happy to help on any private webinars, any additional questions you're following or your hive may have. But again, thanks for having us on.
Well, we thank you for coming on and sharing this with my community. But before we go, a couple of things. Number one, we're going to do a group selfie. I know you guys have never heard of that before, but literally I'm going to press a button and it's going to ask you to take a picture on your computer or your phone and it will put it together as a compilation. So that's something fun that we do. And then don't go anywhere, guys, because we're going to do one-to-one networking. We're just going to do 4 rounds because I see there's 11 of us and when they leave, there'll be like 9 of us. So that's fine. We're going to do 4 rounds of 5-minute one-to-ones. And then you guys just go on with the rest of your day. But I want to say one more thing. Colleen made a really good point, you guys. There's no losing your group. And you probably don't even know what that means, some of you listening. But I had a friend of mine that had 5,000 followers. She was the Instagram queen. She had 5,000 followers. One was me. We became friends through that group. One day she wakes up and it is gone for no reason. And so she had to go around and scramble and start a whole new group. Luckily, she was collecting emails as they entered her group. So she was able to shoot an email out saying, hey, I lost my group. We have to start a new one. It took her 6 months to get it back. And I'm shocked she even got it back. But in 6 months, that was her bread and butter. That's how she made her money, right? Educating these business owners on Instagram. So we don't have to worry about that, do we, guys?
No, that's the whole point.
Our strategy is we created something similar to what Uber did, where we let the membership rate each other. So we have a 5-star rating system, but it's not assigned by the company. It's assigned by the people that are interacting with our members. So they rate themselves. So in essence, they police themselves. And as you view anyone's profile, you get to see, are they a bad actor, which we have virtually none, because everybody's here really just for business. Or are they a 4 or 5-star rated person? So Tonya and I agreed from day one, since we're kind of yin and yang, we're the exact opposite, that we would not get into politics and be connected.
Exactly.
Well, That's fantastic. All right, guys, don't go anywhere. We're going to do the group selfie. Stay on for some one-to-one networking because this is all about what we do at MBX, the fun method. So let's start the group selfie. Everybody, go ahead and it'll ask you to take your picture. So smile pretty. Don't retake it too many times. All right, here we go. So it lets me know when you're done your selfie. We don't end it until most everybody's done it. If you don't have a camera, let me know in the chat so we don't wait for you. But this is part of the fun of being a part of MBX and why we use these different platforms. So this is exciting, and I'm so excited if you guys can stay for the networking. If you just meet one or two new faces or connect, I'm so excited. There's a lot of folks on here I haven't seen in a while. I want to get you in my one-on-one so we can say hi. So, all right, we got 7 people. They're doing it. I love it. They're doing it. We just got a few more to go. Oh, my gosh. Come on, guys. Let's see. Don't keep retaking it. It's okay if it's not perfect. It's really teeny when it does it. It's okay. All right. Oh, camera's not opening for Denise. All right. Sorry about that. There's always a techie thing going on. All right, we're going to give it just another minute. Is there anybody else still working on that? You can drop in the chat. Otherwise, we'll end it so that we can jump into the networking part. All right, 8 people. All right, we're getting closer. Denise makes 9. That means there's only 2 of you guys missing. Come on, don't be shy. And what happens, guys, is you're all of you are going to get emailed a copy of this. And what a fun way to share on social media that you just attended this great thing. All right, yours is still processing, Dwight. It certainly could be a thing. All right, we are going to end this because I don't want to keep you guys waiting, but thanks for playing along with that. We are ending it early. It's going to render the photo. And please feel free to post that on social media. Let them know that MBX is the fun place to network. There we go, all of us in the front. I just saved it to my computer. All right. Thank you guys so much for coming. I am so blessed to have met you and got to know you personally, and that you are so hands-on on this project, and that I'm really excited to see all of my peeps that are watching us out there right now, or those that are live, come join me inside of my Be Connected groups, and let's start engaging. And that's where it all starts. So I'm going to say goodbye to you guys, and we're going to start some networking.
And connect with me on Be Connected.
Yes. Oh, yeah. Once you get on there. Oh, sure. All right. Let's network.